By the end of Monday.
Monday is the deadline.
I think they both hit hard, man. I think Anthony Joshua caught me when I didn't see a punch, and I think he put me down like that. But with Luis Ortiz, I was cautious. I was looking at all the punches that he would hit me. So there's a punch that he got me good, and I just seen it straight coming, boom, boom, and I was like, damn. And but they all hit hard, man. They all fucking hit hard, and I feel the advantage that I took that punch well was because of the weight that I had on. I think if I would have been at 250 something, I think he would have dropped me, and it would have been a fight of me getting dropped and me dropping him. But I felt strong, I felt explosive, and I was being a little too cautious because he hits hard, you know. So
And those are the words of Andy Ruiz as he's asked who hits harder between Anthony Joshua and Luis Ortiz. Of course, that is the opponents that Andy has been faced with during his career. And he said that Joshua hit him with a shot that he didn't see, but then the punch that he saw coming from Ortiz landed hard. And I think based on what how he explained it, Anthony Joshua, had he not unanticipated the punch, it would have actually been easier to take. But then yet Luis Ortiz hit him and he felt it, and I think he felt that more coming from Luis Ortiz. But then I think the main subject line is they both hit hard. Okay, this is the heavyweight division, but if we had to count one based on what Andy Ruiz said, Luis Ortiz punches harder. Because he said, well, hey, I got caught with a shot I didn't see. Every punch, or a lot of shots that you don't see, basically, will affect you a lot more versus the ones you do. So he was able to see Luis Ortiz's punches, probably because Luis Ortiz is a lot slower than Anthony Joshua. And the way he delivers shots, was coming from a southpaw stance. But he did mention, though, to be fair, he did mention the weight that he lost versus the weight that he gained. See, remember Andy Ruiz lost a shitload of weight. He probably lost about 35 pounds. And when he got in there with Chris Arreola, he could no longer take the punishment. His durability was shot to shit. So he got that weight back, and therefore he was able to take the shot from Luis Ortiz. Okay, now keep in mind, he was 267 when he fought Joshua the first time and then 283 when he fought him the second, okay? But he was still put on his ass, okay, at 267. So I think that may be Andy Ruiz's way to kind of slick cap and give Luis Ortiz more accolades simply based on the facts that he used and the logic that he used, okay? Hey, if I would have been smaller, Luis Ortiz would have been able to take me out. Okay, but then I was bigger. I was still able to get dropped by Anthony Joshua, but I didn't see the punch coming. That's why he took me out. No, he dropped your ass because that shot, you might not have expected that shot, sure. But you got hit with that shot. And what happened with you, you fell from grace. That guy did something to you that you have never dealt with. A knockdown. Okay, Chris Arreola was able to do it again, but of course we know there was a difference between him being at that weight, right? Okay, well, he wasn't deprived from that weight when Anthony Joshua hit him. So there's no excuse. You still had the fat guy sneaker power when you fought Anthony Joshua. And you had that same ability when you fought Luis Ortiz because you had your weight back. So the durability was back. But what's the difference? A knockdown. Luis Ortiz, unfortunately, did not knock down Andy Ruiz. So I think that Andy may be a little biased for the PBC love, the Al Heyman camaraderie, but I could be wrong. You guys tell me what you think about Andy Ruiz stating that Luis Ortiz hit harder but slower. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace!